When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists from the Brainerd Dispatch will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at BrainerdDispatch.com. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Friday, December 5th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Rayboyd & Francis Law Firm, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from our sponsor.
Remember just two things. Rayboyd & Francis, good. Insurance companies, bad.
Rayboyd & Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
Brainerd High School students weighed in on budgetary concerns facing the district. Two seniors gave their perspective on what their peers really care about when it comes to talking about a looming budget deficit during a school board work session yesterday. They said high schoolers are most concerned about which courses will be offered from year to year. There are worries about taking an elective one year and not being able to take the next level the following year if classes are cut. I've got the full story in today's e-edition and at BrainerdDispatch.com. Two defendants who distributed fentanyl resulting in the death of a man on the Mille Lacs Reservation have been sentenced to federal prison. Demetric Wilson was sentenced to 261 months, and Alan Godwin was sentenced to 120 months. Both men have additional years of supervised release after their prison sentence. According to evidence presented, Wilson obtained fentanyl from a source in Detroit and distributed it through Wisconsin and Minnesota. Goodwin then sold the fentanyl to a 38-year-old man living on the Mille Lacs Reservation, who ultimately died from the drug. Read more case details in today's Dispatch e-edition. From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, exploring the Dispatch archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 30 years ago today, in 1995, the Dispatch reported that a former Brainerd Dispatch employee fired from his job in 1991 has been arrested for a December 1993 shooting spree in which he is alleged to have fired more than 30 rounds from a high-powered rifle into the Dispatch building, blowing out all the windows. He had been arrested November 9th for his role in a different crime. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. Now here's today's Lakes area forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Happy Friday, Brainerd Lakes area. We're looking at cloudy skies today. A few flurries or snow showers possible. Highs are going to be in the mid-20s with a northwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. But by the time we get to the evening, those temperatures are going to drop way off and will end up in the single digits by the time we wake up on Saturday and reaching into the low teens by the afternoon. Although throughout the day we will have light and variable winds, so wind chills should not be a problem. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, and then going into Sunday, waking up in the negatives and getting up to the low teens by the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies and lighter winds on Sunday as well. Early next week, we're looking at chances of snow Monday and Tuesday with temperatures in the 20s and then starting to fall back into the teens and drier by later next week. This is Storm Tracker meteorologist Stefan Sendy.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Rayboyd & Francis Law Firm, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday.